Well, welcome back and welcome to Module 5 in this 5-part series about creating power partner relationships that will really stimulate a lot of new activity in sales and bringing in a lot of new profits for your business. So hopefully you've been watching the whole series to get up to this point, and if you haven't, there's going to be ways where you can go back and find the earlier modules. But the overall concept is, as we get clear about the kind of customers we want more of, our ideal clients and our best customers, we look out to the world and we say, who's already serving them? Who's been serving them and caring for them for 5, 10 years or more? Who's already developed a relationship where our clients that we want knows, likes, and trusts this other organization or a business or an association that they're part of? And then how do we create a relationship and an approach and a presentation to this business or organization so that they'll put us in front of their clients? They'll actively promote us. So that's the key, is getting actively promoted by other businesses, organizations, and associations. So we get brought in and it makes our sales cycles go quicker. We don't have to spend so much time talking about who we are because we've already been introduced. It's the most rapid way, it's the most surefire way to accelerate your sales and profits. So again, this is the last of the core series of the 5 modules. There's other bonus videos in some of the individual modules. There's downloads that go along with all of them. So please, go back and review this material. And I'm also going to be creating another bonus module beyond this one. So please keep on the lookout for other stuff coming to you. So before we jump into Module 5, which is all about action, I want to do a quick recap of the overall modules, just take a few moments to talk about that. And also, if you don't know me, or just to remind you, my name's Kevin Murray. I'm the creator of the Power Partners Relationships Program, and I'm the founder of Energize Your Business, which is all about helping business owners to grow their income, to grow their business, and create a life that they love, and hopefully create a more strategic and profitable exit when it's time for you to move on from your business. So the 4 key components of the Power Partners process are alignment, approach, agreement, and action. So alignment is how we go look at the companies that we think are going to be potentially good partner candidates, and we look at the alignment between what we're doing and how we're serving our clients and how they're serving their clients. We look at their mission, their vision, their values in the world, how they talk about themselves, and we create the alignment between what we're doing and the value we're bringing to our clients. This is a lot of fun. You can create alignment with just about any company because this is something that we do. We take it on to look for the alignment, and that's an important part of our approach to the company. We let them know about, we've done some research, we know who they are and what they're up to. We also want to raise their ambitions at this point as we're actually reaching them. When we finally get to the point of how they're going to promote us, is it email, mail, postcards? Are we going to share salespeople? Are we going to promote them and they're going to promote us? So again, there's a lot of different ways. We looked at 9 ways that you can get the other companies to promote you in the previous module. And then ultimately it's about taking action, and that's where we are here. So another important reminder is that this 4-part process is all about preparing for a presentation. So these are things that we think about strategically in advance so that when we get in front of the client or the potential power partner to make our presentation, it's just extremely well thought out. It's all about their business and about what we can do to bring more value to their clients, and it's also about helping us get in front of more clients too. So this is a preparatory process, but the result of this is we create a really great presentation. So in one of my monthly programs, you can have access to all of this content, and I also have a special program that we're putting together right now that'll include the templates for this presentation, more detail on how you do it. And this is part of what I do with my clients. There's always opportunities for people to work with me as a private client where I guide them in an intensive 90-day program to create power partner relationships, create the language, the narrative, all these different pieces, teach you how to do it, and create a custom template that you can use again and again for your power partner presentations. Now I think we can get through this one actually pretty quickly. We've covered a lot of content, a lot of ideas, a lot of techniques, a lot of tactics in the previous modules. This one is really all about getting into action. So it's really time for you to take all this material and start to apply it. Start to create your target partner list, start to do this work and make this happen. Because when you're doing this, it could be just 1 or 2 partners makes the difference between an okay year and an amazing best every year. I've had some, I've doubled my sales results by having just one of these partner relationships that's clicking at any particular time. So we're going to talk about action, and really the key to this is that you do it. When we get to the bottom of the process and we're planning to talk to our power partners and we're planning to present to them, and at the end of the presentation, and again this is on the form that's on all of these modules, the planning process form, when we get through all these steps and we come to action, the key by far is that you do it. So if there's action that they have to take, that might slow things down. If there's action that they have to take, we might not get it done the way we want it and when we want it done. So the more that we can get action, that's what we do, we take care of it. Here's the 2 big reasons. Again, 1, we have a lot more control of the process if we're not waiting on them, and we're not waiting on them. So that's really important if we're trying to drive some outreach to the partners and to their clients. We want to be in charge of it, but we also want to present it to them like, we'll take care of it all. There's really nothing for them to do. The other really important thing you want to think about is at the end of this presentation, and we've talked about all the different options we want to present to them. At the end of this Power Partner presentation, we want to make it really easy for them to say yes. So if we give them a couple different options and different approaches and they're choosing between those, and at the end of that, when they make the choice around the agreement, if we do all the action, well then it's really easy to say yes. It's like there's really nothing for you to do other than say yes. So if you can configure the presentation so they have choices and they don't really have a lot of action, you're probably going to do really well with this. Now there's just a couple other points that I want to make that'll help you think about this and think about the approach. I always like to share some mindsets, and I always like to share some frameworks, and then we've got a little power tip at the end too. So always do what you said, when you said you would, or more, and or sooner. So it's critical, because we need to get them to trust us, that even if we say, hey, I'll call you tomorrow, you gotta call them tomorrow. Use your calendar, set an alarm. If you say, I'm gonna send something, I'm gonna mail something, I'll stop by. Whatever you say you're gonna do, you have to do it, no excuses. And do it by when you said it, and do it the way you said you were gonna do it. One little hitch in our delivery and our action when we're teeing up a Power Partner program, and they might just say, oh no, let's hold off on this. You need to be aware that there's some risk in this for them. They're putting you in front of all their clients that they've worked so hard, they've worked for years, they've spent tons of money to attract these clients, and to put you in front of them. There's some risk there. So we've talked about that in another module, about how we can help manage that risk, explain it to them that we appreciate it, and help show them how we're going to manage it. But this is one of the key ways to help them feel comfortable like that this is a good idea, is you just keep showing up, you do what you say, you do it when you say it, again, or more or sooner. So that's really key. Some of the other things that you might want to think about in advance, and it's really great if you can bring this to the presentation, if you have like a tracking system, if you have some way to say, hey, here's how we're going to track the progress of leads. If you're paying them for leads and introductions, you need to show them that you're serious and you know how you're going to track this, so you can credit them, so you can pay them. Even if it's not involving money, you still want to show them that this is working, it's a successful program, you're reaching their clients, they're getting some value from it. There might be forms that you need to create, and there might be processes that you need to develop. And so again, these things make it more valuable to the partner, but it shows them you know what you're doing, you've done your homework. And the other really exciting thing about this overall process is once you've set this whole scheme up, once you've lined out all these pieces and you've created that first partner presentation that incorporates all these elements, you're 90% done with your next partner presentation. So if you develop a system or a form or a process for a partner, it's extremely likely it's going to work for any other type of a partner. So what I do in a lot of cases, I'll make up a form and I'll do some of the preparation and I'll include the partner logo on it, who I'm talking to. So here's my logo and here's their logo. I'll show you some examples. I'll include that here too. But if they get to see like their logo already on this document, they feel like this is already created, it's really easy, look, this is already done, here's how we're going to track it. And then for your next Power Partner presentation, you change the logo. And it's really, again, this part, what we're ready to do now is create a template presentation out of all this material. And then again, you're 95% done for your next Power Partner presentation. One final power tip is make demos. And again, I'll cut in some examples I'll show you of binders and postcards and mailers and faxes, all the different things. Again, we looked at 9 different ways of having companies be able to promote you. Instead of just telling them, oh, you know, maybe I'll make a binder or maybe we could do a postcard, bring live examples, bring a demo, show them, you know, here's a postcard that's already got your logo and it's got the offer and it's got the presentation to your clients. If you can show them that in advance and they don't have to imagine it, this is magic. So we want to make it so simple and easy for them to say yes. So I'll give you a bunch of other examples of the demos. So, you know, instead of cutting it in, I'll just do a little bonus video below, and that'll guide you through some ideas and just give you some samples of things that I've done for myself or for my clients to bring a pre-prepared example to the Power Partner presentation. So this really officially wraps up the 5 modules. I told you this one would be a little bit shorter. What I hope is that you go back through these or you get access to these either through one of my monthly programs or through the Power Partner program itself. And you'll have access to all these modules that you can review anytime you want, you know, on your computer. Plus you'll have all the downloads that go along with this. And just start working through each module. Start developing your presentation. Start working on your language. You have enough information here to do this on your own. And again, you can work with me individually if that's something that you really want to get this done and you want to get it done. Like in the next 90 days, we'll be presenting this to partners. So I hope that you take advantage of this opportunity, and there's just incredible ways of multiplying the success that you have in your business. One of the things I often tell my clients, you know, the time it takes to sell one client, one customer, whatever you're selling them, whatever service you're providing, in that same amount of time, you could be creating a partner relationship. So the result is, instead of just getting one client that you signed up or that you're doing your service for, you've got a partner that might be throwing you 10, 20, 50, or 100 or more clients in every year. This is a really powerful process, and I invite you to step into it and take your own action so that you get your partners on board and you get to create these things for your business. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Please take action. If you're enjoying this content, please share it with your friends and your business associates on your social media. If you're receiving this information by email, please share that email and forward that along. As always, with all of my programs and with all my videos and with all my clients, my sincere belief for you is that you stay clear and you stay energized and you look for the gratitude in your life every day. Thank you.